Do you think that the local streetwear scene needs more exposure sa market?
Yes, and I am encouraging a lot of YouTubers, and I am thankful because of you, because you're doing it. Because I can only do so much, man. No, man, dami kasing inggit, daming ma-issue, daming ano.
Oo.
Wala sa akin yun, man.
Alright, so magandang gabi sa inyo lahat and welcome back to my channel. This is Gabe and this is the third installment of the Let's Talk Street series. So this is where I invite people to talk about their opinions and experiences regarding sneakers, streetwear, photography, videography, events, designing, basically anything that has something to do with the street culture. So this is just our opinions and hopefully by the end of this video, may na-inspire kami sa inyo kahit paano. Sa guest natin tonight, introduce ko lang siya sa inyo. Most likely, marami sa inyo nakakakilala sa kanya. He is the co-founder, producer, and head of events at Beyond the Culture PH, Calle, TMP Productions. He's an entrepreneur and content creator at YouTube as well. Let's all welcome Sir Dog Brock or Dog Brocklehurst. Welcome, sir. Maraming salamat. Alam ko sobrang busy nyo. Naisingit nyo lang ako sa schedule nyo and I really...
man, solid yung opportunity. Salamat. Tsaka, ganda ng intro. Parang nabasa ko na yan somewhere.
Thank you.
Salamat, Gabe. Salamat sa pag-invite sa akin. Tsaka, malaking bagay ito. Nakakabawas ng anxiety dahil sa nangyayari. Pero,
yeah, speaking of that, talagang, may fina-follow akong idea like an idle mind is the devil's playground. Pag wala kang ginagawa talaga, tapos lalo na sa mga sa crisis ngayon na nangyayari, talagang magkakaroon ka ng mga unwanted thoughts. So for me, this is my way of coping with the stressful situation. And gusto ko
for you kasi nakahanap ka. Yeah. Important yun. Lalo sa mga nanonood, sa mga nakikinig. Kung mapapanood niyo yung video na to, sana may makuha kayong values and at the same time, gayahin niyo si Gab. Try na divert yung time niyo sa mga bagay na makabuluhan kaysa nag-overthink kayo ng kung ano yung mangyayari. Huwag niyo problemahin yung future.
Yes.
Kasi laging maganda yan. Basta yung present mo maganda.
Yeah. Take it one step at a time.
Facts.
All right. Okay. So I know you are a very established as an event organizer for hip-hop and streetwear. So yung first question ko is, paano kayo nagsimula? I mean, when did the calling for organizing events started?
Okay. Kung aalamin natin kung paano talaga nagsimula, I started organizing ever since talaga grade school, high school pa lang. Sa classroom, high school, inuman, di ba? Ako nga nag-organize ng cutting classes eh. Hindi ko inaaya o I mean, I'm not saying that it's right, di ba? Pero I've done a lot of things back when I was still studying and up to when I was in college. Inuman in the weekend, I am the one who's collecting the ambagan, I am the one who's choosing where to drink, what to order, things like that. Because I've always been like a student leader, a leader sa class. I'm not the best like student, but I am friends with the best students. Like I tend to organize parties for the friends, for the circle, for the clique, and of course from the fraternity that I am part of. So feeling ko yun yung background. About naman sa streetwear and hip-hop, I grew up in Las Piñas, in the South. I grew up in CA, Las Piñas. So I came from like a poor community, I can say. I went to public school, elementary and high school, and then very street kami doon. Very hip-hop kami doon. It's all about Bone Thugs. It's all about Tupac, you know. It's all about Snoop. It's all about my Cosa back then. And growing up, I've been always watching hip-hop events like rap contests and hip-hop dance competitions. Tapos, I sneak into the covered courts because I don't have money to pay for entrance fees. So it's always my values and it's always my mantra to put up an event na abot kaya yung fee. Kasi naalala ko nung bata ko, hindi lahat
Experience nyo
kaya kong panoorin. Yeah, hindi lahat kaya kong panoorin. So, yun talaga yung kinikip namin sa lahat ng events na ini-establish ko. I want the fees to be low. I don't care if I'm going to earn a lot from the tickets. Babuiin ko yan from the sponsors kasi I want the right people that deserves to enjoy the event be on my events. Anyways, that's a little backstory.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been part of the music industry since 2012. I've been working with my best friend. He is an R&B and then a pop singer. So I've been traveling the Philippines. Name it, maybe 85-90% of the airports in the Philippines napuntahan ko na. I mean, province to province, dulo.
Mm-hmm.
Yan yung work ko. So I've been working with a lot of mainstream artists talaga, ABS-CBN, GMA, whatever, kahit anong management, Viva, Star Music, GMA Artist Center, Star Magic, nakatrabaho ko sila.
Basically,
so,
lahat ng media outlets.
Yes, nagkaroon ako ng background, kasama ko yung mga radio personalities, mga tabloid writers, mga columnists, nakakilala ko sila. I've been shadowing a lot of people because I don't know that my career is going to be in show business, but I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, I've been working since 2012 and then 2016 on and off. 2016 ako first nag-organize ng event. So since 2015, I started Give Back Philippines. It's my non-profit organization. Give Back PH is part of why I am organizing events because my first event that I organize, conceptualize, before part na ako ng events di ba? Dati na akong stage director, dati na akong PA, dati na akong road manager, dati na akong booking executive, blah, blah, blah. And then 2016, November of 2016, I organized my first ever hip-hop event. It's called Hit 'Em Up.
Hit 'Em Up.
It was November 25, 2016. It is less than a month preparation before may Give Back Philippines. Yung Give Back PH kasi ang aim nun, namimigay kami ng Noche Buena package sa mga less fortunate sa streets dito sa Quezon City. So, it has rice, delata, noodles, milk, vitamins, mga ganyan. Na ang goal nun is mapakain yung mga tao sa streets ng food packs worth 2 days para sure na meron silang Noche Buena.
So
that was my first ever event that I called The Shots. It was organized by me. It was conceptualized by me, marketed by me, and of course my friends and everyone from my former clique Push Track. It was headed by Lawrence Lu and Paulo Reyes, who's now with Monday Off. Kami yung sila yung mga kasama ko doon, and then that was my first ever event that I organized. And then after that tuloy-tuloy na. So, yun yung sa akin as an event organizer. I've been part of so many events na rin during that time and before that.
Yun yung pinaka entry point nyo na kayo yung shot caller, yung Hit 'Em Up.
Sa hip hop. Yes, Hit 'Em Up.
Yeah. Follow up ko lang yung question na yun. So, straight from college ba, diretso na kayo sa events? Yun na talaga yung ginawa nyo? Or nag-corporate pa kayo?
Nag-aaral pa lang ako, part na ako ng entertainment industry talaga. So, nag-PPA na ako that time. Mm-hmm. Tapos, after college, after maybe a month, after college, nag-apply ako for a sales for 6 months. Tinis ko yun. Mm-hmm. Sales ako, marketing ako ng high-end windows and doors. We are a construction firm.
Okay.
So, we're building 100 million houses worth mga ganun. As in, kami yung products namin, yung binibenta namin these are really high-end requirements para sa mga high-end houses. Pero hindi ko kaya yung corporate
calling mo talaga, no? Yung calling mo talaga is yung field mo ngayon yung expertise mo ngayon, no?
I guess. Oo. Tapos yun. That's my first and last job, basically. That's my first and last corporate job, and then ever since it was with networks, it was with artists. Now I'm working with networks and labels as consultant. So
ito yung mga bagay na hindi mo matututunan sa eskwelahan Ito yung mga bagay
No,
na hindi
actually
nila
wala
malalagay.
talaga.
Oo.
Wala yata akong na-apply. I mean, the specific, yung mga ano, yung mga specifics minsan, yeah, marketing, human resource, syempre, accounting, yung mga basics. I can use it sa business, pero none of it talaga is essential to what I'm doing. And I'm just thankful that I studied marketing. I finished marketing. That's why I have friends and classmates who is really good in marketing, who's also who also finished masters in business ad. So they are the friends that I really keep, and they are the ones that I ask if I need to know about something. Ganyan. Sila talaga yung mga go-to people ko, yung click ko nung when I was in college talaga. Kasi siguro kung 20 kami na super close, parang 3 ata dun professor. Ganun. Kasi pilot section kami. So, wala, astig lang. And then many of which, marketing managers ng mga brands, ng company. So, solid din. Pag nagkikita-kita kami, batuhan ng ideas, dami natututunan lagi. And then, dami kong nalalaman about sa mga bagay sa corporate setup. Kasi ang perspective ko, very hip-hop eh. So, nakaka-adapt pa rin ako. That's why I get to work with brands and companies that I don't want to mention.
Yeah. So, move tayo sa susunod na question. This is still connected to the events. Ito, very curious ako about this. So, you've said ever since, like, kahit nag-aaral pa lang kayo, you already dabbled into events. So, yung question ko is, simula nung pinaka-first, kahit hindi kayo yung shot caller, simula yung pinaka-first na naging part kayo ng events, hanggang ngayon, ano yung non-financial struggles or frustrations na palaging nandun sa event organizing? Yung hindi nawawalang problema.
Logistical problem, man. Like, marketing is... I don't have any problems with marketing. I can run my marketing. Like, I have Lexelera. I have Neil De Mapilis. These are the These are the genius of social media. Neil works with me. Lex is one hell of a guy. And of course, with my partners, with Calle, Dropout is an amazing artist. He is an amazing marketer. Nick Hernandez of Hydro Music Festival is also my partner. He is a genius in marketing. But logistics is really a pain in the ass. When you order the food and then hindi siya darating na on time, kukulangin yung water, dami, call time ng artists. That's why we'll learn from it now on what I'm doing, or when we're preparing CaliCon 2, which is supposed to happen last April 4. Na obviously hindi natuloy because of the pandemic, but we doubled, maybe tripled our manpower. We had a setup team for it. Like, we put budget, we allocated budget for it, for that setup, for the other logistics, para hindi na namin siya problemahin. And at that time, sana by then, in-enjoy na lang namin yung event, di ba?
Oo. So, do you think yung struggles ng logistic mo, wala din siya, like, in the future?
It's always there, and I like it. One thing about events, it's an everyday challenge, because every day you need to build something. I don't know how to explain it, but here's an event, but every day you need to fill out something para hanggang makarating ka sa event day. Pero after naman ng event, 1 month, 2 months ka namang walang ginagawa, and then you can sustain your life, And that's something that is very stressful, but it is very fun, and I like it, and I love the challenge. When John Solomon of Feed Your Feet Manila and Lester of On One's Own approached me to do an event for sneakers, I have a lot of passion and love for sneakers. I've been collecting and reselling a lot of sneakers ever since I can remember. Wala pang turn na sneakerheads, I'm there.
Entrepreneur talaga.
I'm flipping BC3s. I'm flipping, man. I camped out for Gamma Blues. those are the times for Jordans. Wala pang, alam mo yun. Kanye is still with Nike.
Yeah.
I know the OGs of the sneaker game in the Philippines. I've always have a passion with sneakers, and when they approach me to do an event, I ask them if we're going to do it my way, and they allowed me to do it my way. So Beyond the Culture is like that because
Yes.
I envision it to be like that with their help, of course. They're
It's not
invested.
another like just selling event, no. Dapat meron
No.
talagang message.
Dapat may iba.
Oo.
Yun din ang sinasabi ko sa nila, and we have something that on every partnership that I do, we have an agreement that we're not going to fight or we're not going to compete on this kind of brand. Because if you're going to do something on yourself na makaka-affect sa ginagawa natin na to, hindi na to mauulit.
Oo.
Ayoko. Gumawa ka
Dapat
ng
may
sarili
direction
mong galaw.
talaga eh.
Oo. This is far from CalleCon, and this is Beyond the culture of sneakers and streetwear, because but I only maximize lang tayo, 20 brands lang tayo lagi na local. Let's choose the top 20. Yeah. Because we are not a streetwear convention. Yeah. We're not, 'di ba? It's Purveyor is doing that, 'di ba? CalleCon is doing 105, 110 brands already. Dami, and I don't want Beyond the Culture to be like that. It's going to be something, diba?
Yeah, it's like a copy-paste eh.
It's very, tsaka malalaman ng tao eh. Ito si Dog, lahat ng ginagawa nito, ayoko ng ganun.
So, dapat may individual branding per event ka. Yun yung isa sa napapansin ko din sa mga hined mo eh. Tapos nakikita ko na meron kang certain vision per event. Hindi yung meron kang template na gagamitin mo dito. Di ba? Hindi yun yung galawan mo eh. So, nakikita
talagang
ko
merong
iba talaga
halimbawa sa GalleCon, we're being sponsored by a sneaker brand. Sige, sponsor nyo kami, bihisan nyo yung mga models namin, mga artists namin, seed mo kami mga may-ari, etc. The executives. And then with Beyond the Culture naman, it's about sneakers basically. It's about the how to earn, diba, the YouTube, diba, may talk, and we flew in 2 international influencers, 2 YouTubers, 2 content creators, one from New York and one from Canada. Si Tom Stefaniuk at saka si Sneaker Talk Sneaker Talk LA, yeah. So andito sila, and then dyan sila Sir Julius Babaw, si Sir Carlo Ople, and then etc. And then syempre meron din may streetwear. Yeah. So nandyan si Lester, nag-talk siya, yeah. Mga local sila DBTK. Meron din kaming sa hip hop, si Mysterio, si The Plug, si Mike Swift. So it's a collaborative, or it's a collaboration of so many things that is in the sneaker culture. Yeah. Basketball, lifestyle, di ba?
Yes.
Pero it's far different from music festival with the fashion, na merong fashion show. And it's far different for my third brand, which I already set to do this October sana in Trinoma. It's going to be a streetwear convention. It's for all this. Ito naman, ang focus lang nito, damit. Para siyang I'm not trying to bite Purveyor, but it's like that. But it's not going to be on an event space. It's going to be on the activity center in the middle, in the heart of the mall.
Yeah.
It's something like that. So I was set to to sail on October, but siyempre we're trying to move the schedule because it's diba, affected.
Yeah. Bucket list ko nga yan this year. It's like makapuntahan yung mga events. Kasi panggabi nga ako, diba, for like almost 4 years na. And talagang I was set to make sure na makapunta ako sa CalleCon, makapunta sa Beyond the Culture. Bumili na ako ng ticket last year sa Beyond the Culture, but due to work, hindi ako nakapunta. VIP pa yung kinuha ko. Si Neil yung kinokontak ko nun eh. Nabayaran ko na everything. Sayang nga. Sabi ko, sige, make sure ko talaga this year.
It was a very good event.
Kaya nga, nakita ko eh. Talagang nanghihinayang ako. Sabi ko, this year talaga pupunta ako.
Yeah, man. Pero okay lang yun. Like, alam mo yun, priorities din eh.
We need to adapt.
It speaks about you naman. It speaks about you if you were there in the event, and then you were
Tama mismo.
Inefficient naman sa work, it's diba, in the long run, it tells
so
more
far
about
yun
you.
yung bread and butter ko so priorities.
Madami pa yan, man. Madami pa yan.
Yeah.
And one thing that I am sure with my events, and regardless kung sino partners ko, if I'm involved with it, I put my heart in it, and then it's always 100, and it's always, the part 1 is just an intro, then the chorus is better.
Yes.
Alam mo yan?
May hook.
Laging yung bridge, laging yung, alam mo yan, yung interlude, laging mas maganda yung mga susunod. So, sana matapos lang to. Pag natapos lahat, excited na ako talagang gawin lahat ng gusto kong gawin. Actually, dapat by now, pine-prepare na namin yung Beyond the Culture 2 dapat.
Ang dami nyo nare-reference sa music. Yung mga analogies nyo when you attack your events. Katulad kanina, chorus. So, kayo, may background din ba kayo sa pag-rap, paggawa ng music?
Wala eh. I did music when I was in high school and I was early college. Pero, it was something pala na I just need to do to cope up with my situation on those times. So,
may mga ganun
music helped me a lot in terms of like finishing the things, yung unfinished things. Would be relationships, things like that. Pero I don't know how to play music. I am not really good in writing music as well. Pero one thing that I am sure, pag narinig ko yan, tas maganda yan sa pandinig ko, maganda yan.
Yeah.
Pag maganda rin yan sa paningin ko, maganda yan. So, yun yung talent ko. Like to spot, I mean, to maybe to build the star or maybe to spot the star or, But I've always been involved with music. Like I've seen a lot of hit makers record. I've seen a lot of best songwriters write. Himig handog champions, mga panalo sa pagsulat, kilala ko yan. Mga magagaling talaga na recording artist with millions of streams, kilala ko yan. So, pagkasama mo sila sa van, kasama mo sila sa isang holding area, kasama mo sila sa isang hotel out of town, pagkatapos ng show, before the show, wala kayong gagawin. Magkakantahan lang kayo lahat sa hotel. Tapos ako, nakaiga lang ako. Tapos nandiyan yung mga, sikat yun Kakantahan lang sila, tropa mo eh. Kaya siguro sobrang lang din, ng lalim lang din nung ano ko sa music. And it's, naniniwala ako talaga na
around you eh.
Yeah. Dami kong tattoo about sa music, man. It's just, hindi lang alam ng tao. Open ako. At the same time, I'm very private with the private matter.
Yeah. Maganda naman yun eh. Dapat talaga meron kang meron kang sinaset na boundaries eh. Hindi lahat alam ng tao. It's like, I forgot kung sino yung nagsabi nito eh. It's like when you're planning something, you don't share it with everyone at once. Yeah. So you have to
until you're ready to execute or until you're executing it.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on tayo sa susunod na question. You are also
kwentuhan lang, no? Stig,
So nakikita ko na you are also into the local streetwear scene. So na-establish na natin yun. Isa kayo sa mga biggest supporter ng ating mga local brands. Can you still recall, wag yung binigay sa inyo Can you still recall your first local streetwear purchase? Kasi iba yung purchase sa bigay. Kasi pag purchase, meron kang thought process dun eh. Naglabas ka ng pera. Ibig sabihin, you really want it.
Yeah. It's always been G. It's always been Brain Spread. It's always been Renial Moraleta, if you know him. Wednesday.
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
I bought my one. I bought a shirt from him, and then at the same time I bought one of one, created one of one for me. So
nice.
Yeah. Pero before that, ang dami ko na streetwear, man. Kasi ang dami nagbibigay talaga. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. Kasi dami talaga, man. Kasi sobrang dami. Yung merch library ko, tol. Merch library ko siguro episode, na ako ngayon? Episode 50 na ako. Busy lang talaga yung editors ko Pero ang dami, ayoko lang i-shoot yung iba. Ayoko lang kasi inaantay ko matapos yung studio ko.
Tama.
Para, I mean, dito lang kasi ako nag-shoot eh. Dito lang yun sa room eh.
Pero what is up, cyberspace?
Yeah, I'm talking in the internet. So, the ones who's watching it is through the cyberspace. So
Yes,
it's
mismo.
something that is unique, I think. So yeah, and I've been always a supporter of local because I have this narrative now of the market is so huge that even if there's a lot, there's thousands of brands, hindi pa rin saturated.
Okay, yeah, magandang point of view nga din yan.
Kasi pagalingan eh. Diba? Isipin mo, ilan yung local brands na kaya mong banggitin?
Oo nga.
Kung matalino ka, makakabanggit ka ng 50.
Oo.
Pero banggit ka ng international brands, kaya mo magbanggit ng 100.
Mismo.
Paano mo sasabihin saturated, di ba?
Tama.
If we have 110 million Filipinos all over the globe, and if you have 1 million brands, you can still sell 110 shirts.
Tama.
Kung pantay-pantay kayo ng
ulit siya.
Hindi eh. Pagalingan kayo. 7 days a week, 30 days a month. You get my point? And that's how big the market is. You see how fast H&M like H&M Uniqlo
blew up.
puts out a collection.
No.
Diba? You see how Bench blew up. You see, diba? These are brands that are good, but they are not far different from what we're doing in the local scene.
Yeah, mismo.
We're cut and sew, the printing, diba? Everything is it's up to par right now, and the quality, the logistics, you can ship it out same day in 30 minutes via Grab or Lalamove. There's no excuse, man. And yun nga, I've always been a supporter of local hip hop because ever since back in 2016 when I organized my first ever event, to 2017 when I did 727 Clicks event, when I did Rap is Life, when I did everything, lahat yan merong local brands.
Mismo.
Lahat yan meron. Lahat yan meron. And yun yung way ko para supportahan sila. Na makita sila sa stage ko. Na makita sila sa poster ko, sa LED screens ko, sa tarpaulins ko, sa promotions ko. That's my small way of supporting them.
Yeah. So, yun nga, nabanggit ko rin kanina is yung merch library. So, ito rin yung isa sa way mo kung paano like 50 episodes na nakatambak lang sa editing.
Mga 40 plus. Hindi ko lang ina-upload kasi gusto ko pag nag-upload ako tuloy-tuloy. Like every 2 days talaga.
Yeah.
Every 2 days talaga, like siguro mga na-shoot namin mga 20 plus episodes na.
So
nasa
para sa
12
mga
na ako ngayon eh.
Para sa mga
pero
viewers na hindi pa alam kung ano yung merch library, ito yung this is his series.
Isang installment, isang series.
Isang series where he promotes local streetwear brands. So talagang nilalabas niya yung message out there, talagang binibridge niya sa masa, sa mga viewers, yung mga local brands natin. So in that thought, do you think that the local streetwear scene needs more exposure sa market, more promotion, more YouTubers, more influencers spreading the word about it?
So ngayon, masyado ng sa ngayon nagagamit na yung hip hop and yung mga artists sa pag-promote ng local streetwear, local brands.
Nasa mga music videos na nila di ba?
Yes, nasa music videos. These brands are paying for the music videos to be worn by the artists. Paying, and it's good. It's good marketing. But what I'm trying, what I want sana puntahan nitong lahat ng to is yung influencers, because these are the ones who's really influencing.
Yeah. Ibang level
Bukod
yun
sa mga artists. Yung mga YouTubers, yung mga content creators, I want them sana to wear it. I want them sana to promote it. Because, shout out to Ton, shout out to Widroy. For the reason that it needs more promotions. If you'll ask me, over-promoted na yan, or ano. No, it's not.
It's not.
Because if you go to, like for instance, if you go to church, tingnan mo yung mga nagsisimba. Tapos i-categorize mo yung mga age or yung klase ng tao na pwede magsuot ng local brand or local streetwear.
Oo nga. Mm.
Ano suot niyan? Hindi yan local. Hindi local yung suot niyan. For sure. Yeah,
Hindi.
punta ka restaurant. Sa lahat na nakaupo doon, categorize mo.
Sa 100 siguro.
Bracket, 15 to 25 o 15 to 35. Yeah, punta ka aristocrat. Ako ano, ayaw magbanggit ng brands. Wala pang 5% doon. Maswerte pag may nakita kang isang naka-local brand. May naka-Fivers, may naka-High Minds, may naka-Widroll, may naka, I don't
Cultured.
know. Cultured, di ba? DBTK, Gnarly, I don't know. Swerte ka. Pero wala. Makikita mo lang din, yung mga pumupunta sa, so it's not yet there. Gets?
So you're really big on,
yeah, I really want to push
YouTubers.
it like mainstream.
Yeah, i-mainstream natin. Kasi gumagawa din ako ng series tawag ko naman sa kanya, streetwear hunt ko. Kasi sa akin naman, yung mga sinusot ko sa videos ko before, I have to be honest, still Uniqlo, Bershka. So bigla sabi ko, bumibili naman ako ng local brands. Nagsusot din naman ako ng local brands. Why not I do like lahat ng videos ko, local brands na nga yung suot ko, tapos i-feature ko din sila because I am a believer. Yeah. So yeah, I really understand na we are here, may platform tayo, we can help out by spreading the word towards the masses.
Yeah.
So you're okay with other YouTubers like doing something similar with Merch Library?
Walang problema man. Alam ko naman na ako na una eh. Di ba? I mean, there's no point of competing, bro. Like, we're all raising the flag.
Nakita ko yung post mo yun sa Twitter mo.
We're all raising the flag. Mm-hmm. We're all raising the flag in here. Yes. Like, I just post on Twitter bullshit or thoughts and ideas. I don't care who reacts or who reads it. Or it's social media for me is just a platform. It's I don't have attachment on it. Alam mo yun, may post ako na seryoso. Pag tumawa ka, wala akong pake. Ganun ako eh. Hindi ako emotional attached sa mga ganung bagay. Kasi, how can I dwell on things like that? It's so petty, di ba? I'm focused on my plans. I'm focused on what I'm doing. Anyways, Merch Library is something that is not just promoting. It's more of supporting first my friends.
Yes.
And I have brands, and my brands has merch.
Yes.
But I'm doing events, and eventually we're going to do event merch. Diba? When I bring in big artists internationally or when we do tours, local artists internationally, we're going to bring merch. And it helps a lot if I have a knowledge on, right?
Yeah.
So that's the narrative. It's all connected with what I'm doing, with my plans and things like that. Basically, it's not just being the first. It's more of alam ko na kasi yung wave. Even before COVID, alam ko na ang pupuntahan ng local brands, e-commerce.
Yeah.
So 2 years from now, when the bridge between the end consumer and the seller, like for instance, Gabe, you own a brand. How are you going to sell me your brand? Example, you have a shirt. You're going to sell me that.
I'm going to pitch it sa'yo na I'm gonna post sa wall call. Hey guys, I have a new design. Check it out. Ito yung price, ito yung size chart. Tapos I might go beyond message ko yung mga immediate contacts ko regarding it. Hindi na malls hindi na ako hahanap ng pwesto sa mall eh.
Darating yung time na hindi mo na afford i-message lahat.
Yes.
Kasi we're living a fast life.
Tama.
And you know, and that's how the world works. 2 years from now, 3 years from now, I don't know. Or maybe fast forward, baka a year from now, 50% of the brands are going in Shopee and in Lazada.
Yeah,
everyone will be having everyone will be having their own web stores.
Yeah.
Shopify, whatever.
Yeah.
My vision is Merch Library is the one kind of content creation that they will find value. You get me? My vision with it is if I'm going to buy weed roll, I'll search it on YouTube.
Mismo.
There's no weed roll on YouTube.
Yeah.
You'll see me there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. Kasi when you look for Glock, a gun. I am a gun. I have guns. And I always search for guns.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of content creators talking about guns.
Yeah.
You search cars. There's a lot of content creators talking about cars.
Mm-hmm.
Sabi ko, alam ko na na may mga gagawa pa.
Mm-mm.
Alam ko na. Kasi if I'm going to drop a value on this conversation, I think is, if you want to do something, you find something na hindi mo pa. You find a demand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You find something na hinahanap mo. At pag hindi mo nakita, ikaw mag-cater nun.
Mm-mm.
I check a lot about DBTK. I check a lot about Secret Fresh. I check. There's nothing that there's no content that expresses how they pack it.
Yeah.
What comes with the purchase? How much? The size, diba? Or
Kamusta
how
siya compared sa international
brand?
Yeah,
you search Rolex. There's a lot of wrist pictures and reviews about it. You search iPhone, you search Samsung, whatever.
Mm-mm.
But there's no such thing that is tackling the local clothing brand. That's why I started Merch Library. It's actually the reason why I started the YouTube channel. That's it. It's just my mom asked me that, pakita mo kaya yung mga ginagawa mo sa events. Kasi nakikita ng tao yung pinapanood nila sa stage, hindi nila nakikita yung sa likod. Oo nga no, vlog nga ako. Gusto ko rin naman i-share yung buhay ko para maka-inspire. That's one. And para pagtanda ko, gusto ko makita yung sarili ko. Uy, sabihin ko sa anak ko, that's your dad, oh. Look what I'm doing when I was 26, when I was 27, when I was 28, di ba? I jumped right off the airplane, di ba? Ganon. Like, sabi ko nga, kung meron lang akong GoPro nung nasa Formula Rosa ako, the fastest roller coaster.
Yeah.
I am a fan of adrenaline, eh. And I'm just taking advantage of the technology. Diba? 40 years from now, the 4K recording 1080p is still ganito ka-crisp. Itong video natin na to, Gabe. Pag tinignan natin to 30 years from now, ito pa rin yan. Sa naked eye ng tao, maganda pa rin yan. Kahit sabihin mo 24K na yung resolution by that time, ito pa rin yan. Compare mo 30, 40 years ago, black and white. So I'm just taking advantage of what's in front of me. What do I have? I'll use it. So that's the narrative.
Ito yung mga photo albums natin, eh.
Yes, and I am encouraging a lot of YouTubers, and I am thankful then because of you, because you're doing it. Because I can only do so much, man. And how can I grow if I don't see other people doing my shit?
Yeah.
And if I see you doing what I'm trying to do also, you're not a competition. It's just, okay, that's his perspective. So I need to find more. And I learn from it. And that's how I think. I don't have that crab inside my head. It's worth it.
Yeah,
like,
that's
whatever we're doing, it's worth it.
That's a good way of how you look into that perspective. Grabe kasi.
Oh man, dami kasing inggit, daming ma-issue, daming ano.
Oo.
Wala sa akin yun, man.
Magkaroon lang ng konting similarity, titirahin ka na agad. Yeah.
Oo, straight. Bakit ka nagre-reklamo? Hindi mo ba kaya mag-isip ng iba? Diba? Ba't ka natitreten? Diba? Natitreten ka? Parang, talaga? Yun yung todo mo, di ba?
Yeah.
Tama naman eh. Yun lang yun eh.
Yes.
Yun lang yung akin. Yeah. Thankful ako sa ginagawa mo yun. I want you to do more of that because
maraming salamat.
The industry, the community, and the culture needs it. I can only do so much, man. Like I can, how much of my time yung kinukuha ng isang merch library, di ba? Magsalita. Siyempre, napapagod din ako. Ang dami kong yung ginagawa sa buhay, tol. Puta. Promise.
Siyempre, isipin mo rin yung kung kailan mo isi-schedule.
Sasabihin mo, hindi rin pwede pare-parehas. Hindi mo rin pwede pekein. Di ba? Di ba? Maganda may choice yung tao. Kaya nga may ABS tsaka GMA. Hindi naman pwedeng ikaw lang.
Kaya nga may Nike tsaka Adidas, Reebok, Puma.
Mismo.
Pare-parehas na sapatos yun para sa paa. Pero iba't ibang take. Yeah, it's one product. Yeah. Ito, susunod na question. I don't want to take a lot of
your time. So, yun yung
merch
library, guys. Panoorin yung merch library, tsaka yung may Gabe,
Streetwear Hunt. Tsaka,
Kulit na aso ko, nakikita niya aso ko.
Oo nga. we encourage din other YouTubers, guys, if you want to do
please,
this,
please.
go ahead. Let's support the whole community. Huwag kayong makikinig dun sa, ay, ginawa na ni yan, huwag mo nang gagawin yan. Go for it if you want to do it.
If that's your way to support, right?
Yeah. That's your way to support. Silent supporter ka, go ahead. Kung gusto mong mag-make ng noise sa YouTube.
Last Threadfest, shopping ako. I bought 23 shirts.
Damn.
23 shirts. I bought 23 shirts. For almost every brand in there. Di ba? Ganun karami yung stash ko, man. Kasi, pero gusto ko. Bibilin ko na yung gusto ko.
Yeah. Yan yung gusto ko.
Sinasabi ko kung ba't ganun karami binili ko. Daming maganda eh. Di ba?
Yeah.
Daming maganda eh. At ang dami kong pamangkin, bro. Like, ang dami kong pamangkin. Hindi naman sinasabi lahat yan isusuot ko. Isusuot ko yan, kaya ko yung binili.
Yeah.
Kasi maganda yan. Pero, alam ko na mayroong magmamana, na kaya nilang i-flex, na kaya nilang
hindi na tapos sa'yo yun eh. Hindi tapos yun sa'yo eh.
Oo, hindi tapos sa akin yun, man. Pero, supportado kita. Lalo ko nakikita ko talagang grabe yung promotion mo, grabe yung sticker game mo, grabe yung design ng boot mo. Talagang bibili ako sa'yo kasi kaya mo yung ginawa para makabenta eh. O eto, get my money. Yun talaga yun.
Yeah.
Diba?
You deserve it.
Kasi you're doing great. You deserve it. Anyways.
Yeah.
Pag local talaga, bro, mahal ko talaga sila.
Yep.
Diba, ang sarap kaya?
Ang sarap pag suot mo.
Tapos, pag nagta-travel ka, tapos alam mo na, you're carrying your flag. This is a micro-entrepreneur in my country and I'm supporting him. Diba?
Yeah. Saka ano din eh, mga Pinoy din eh, yung Philippine flag pa lang na jackets eh. Mahilig magsuot talaga tayo ng something from our...
Very nationalistic
tayo eh. So, it can transition into this. Mga entrepreneurs natin dito.
Sabi ko sa'yo, bro, meron akong very nationalistic... Wait lang
Sige, go.
Merch library, hindi pa ito lumalabas.
Hey!
Diba?
SEA Games,
bro. The official. Ito yung suot nila Pacquiao. I have that on review, but sabi ko nga sa'yo, bro, I just don't have
time.
I want it lang na tuloy-tuloy na. Pag natapos na yung studio ko kasi I have in-house editor na and then I'll be shooting a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
Yun talaga yung consider kong work kasi I need to focus on the studio eh.
Sana makadalo ako dyan balang araw.
Sige, man. I-invite din kita doon sa podcast ko. Interview din kita doon.
Thank you.
Anyways.
So, excite nga din ako eh. So, itong excitement na to nakikita ko din na sa tingin mo ba once na ma-lift back to normal tayo, ang daming sasabog yan na mga local brands. Talagang naipon sila eh. Katulad sa atin eh, naiipon tayo ngayon eh, yung mga ideas natin.
Man, sobrang dami. Kasi ang daming idea na nabubuo. Ang daming partnership tsaka collab na napag-uusapan. Pero at the same time, ang problem logistics.
Yeah.
Walang print house, walang tela, sarado yung suppliers. Gets mo? Pero pag nag-open yan, content war yan, pare. Pagalingan yan. Doon ako na-excite.
Excite talaga. At sarap sumuporta.
Tuloy-tuloy tayo naglalabas, di ba? Tuloy-tuloy tayo naglalabas, tapos lumalakas yung eksena, tapos tayo yung nagpo-push. Ang sarap nun. Like, it's like surfing on a wave that is unstoppable.
Yeah.
Man, that's the best feeling in the world. And I'm just excited. And I know a lot of people are trying to be in the business. But one thing is for sure, if your heart is not into it, you're not gonna last. But I'm not the one who's going to tell you that you're not gonna make it. It's just, alam ko.
Change mo lang yung mindset mo.
Alam ko na, matibay talaga tol sa kahit na anong bagay. Sa kahit anong, kung gano'n mo kagusto yan, ganun katatagal. Yun lang yun.
Tama. Pati sa pag-YouTube.
Hindi. Ang iba kasi tinitingnan dito, pera agad or ano.
Ako wala akong kinikita dito. Pure passion talaga to.
Sa akin naman, talagang gusto ko talaga mapanood yung sarili ko pag puti na buhok ko, man. Like, ito, mga to, gusto ko talaga.
Ako, ito, may pagka-morbid. May pagka-morbid. Pero connected din sa sinabi mo. Balang araw, pag wala na ako dito sa mundong to, andito pa rin yung mga videos ko. Nakikita pa rin nila ako, nagsasalita ako, para akong buhay, parang kakashoot ko lang kahapon. Makikita ako ng mga apo ko, mga kamag-anak ko, diba? Yun, legacy eh. Legacy to eh.
That's why I put out quality content lang talaga.
Yeah.
I don't want something na half-ass. I don't want not me. It's not dog. It's not dog.
Kahit may mga events mo eh.
I appreciate it. Ayoko na maramdaman nila na ginawa ko yun dahil
for the clout.
Napipilitan ako maglabas ng content. Yeah. No, I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Ayoko din nun.
This is something that is always, what I put out is always classic. Saka kung makikita mo, kung sabi mo nga, napanood mo yung merge live ko, from episode 1 to 12, nakikita mo yung growth.
Yeah.
From the audio. Yung
audio.
Diba?
Yung delivery.
Mas loosen na ako ng mga ano. So, ano siya, for me,
pati kayo pagsigaw mo ng WhatsApp cyberspace eh. Nagiging
diba?
more confident eh.
Mas genuine, di ba?
Genuine,
Kasi, for me, what I'm trying to do is, it's something that's why it's called channel. It's your own network. It's your own platform. It's your own plug for yourself.
Yeah.
So yun yung personal development ko. Kumbaga I'm still learning on that part. That's right.
Yeah.
I love doing content nga. Kaya nilagay ko rin siya sa job description ko. Why? Because I treat it as a job.
Yeah, mismo.
Ito, another value for everyone else
Yep.
When you're trying to do something, you treat it as your own. You're connected to it. Kasi if you just treat it as a thing, bababuyin mo yun, pare.
Tsaka ginagawa mo lang kasi uso or ginawa nung kaibigan mo. Like, dapat...
Pero again, bahala sila kung kailan nila gagawin. Pero kung sino yung may puso, yun yung tatagal. Yun lang yung akin.
Mismo. If there will come a time na hindi na kayo event organizer or hindi na possible na maging event organizer, what do you think
parang hirap nun
career nyo for yourself? What would Doug do?
Baka angel investor.
Yeah.
I want to invest on a lot of things. Event is just 20% of what I'm doing in life.
But that's the one you enjoy the most?
It's my passion kasi.
Yeah.
Pero you only do events twice a year?
Yeah, big events twice a year, yeah.
That's just 2 days of 365 days, di ba?
Yeah, mismo.
You get me? I handle artists, I do creative works with other brands, I do consultations, I do a lot of things, and I have sneaker selling stores, online stores that people don't know that I am behind of it. It's just, I'm having fun doing events. Pero kung hindi ko pwede na itong gawin, or tapos na yung dog, nakagawa ka na sa Araneta, nakagdala ka na ng biggest international stars, kailangan mo na mag-retire. What I do siguro is invest on maybe technology or invest on maybe real estate. I wanna buy a lot of lands sa sea, sa mountains, yung mga ganun.
Bagyo nga, di ba?
Yun yung nakikita ko. Yeah, talaga, gagawin ko talaga yan soon.
Post ka na post eh. Ay, sabi ko, ako nga din kaya magtingin din ako sa Baguio. Tingnan mo na i-influence mo ako.
Lagi ako nandun, man. As in, super love ko yung place na yun.
Yeah, napanood ko din yung vlog mo about that eh. Nandun kayo sa Baguio, tapos nagpunta kayo sa Benca Museum.
Yeah. Hindi ako makapag-vlog talaga. As in, kailangan ko pang matutunan yun. Saan bigat ng camera ko eh. Kaya nga bibili ako ng GoPro 8 eh. Para mabilis na lang ganun-ganun.
Ako, ginagamit ko lang ito. GoPro din. Di ako naka-DSLR. Talaga nakakabit lang siya dyan. Kasi solid, yung malalaki eh. So, pag nag-vlog ako sa labas,
talaga.
Kita ko hawak mo eh.
Sabi ko, shit. Ang laki ng pera na nilagay ko doon, tapos tinatamad ako gamitin. Sabi ko, kailangan ko ng convenient na ano.
Oo. Ako din nakatambak yung camera dito kasi mas trip ko yung mas convenient yung maliit.
Oo. Pero iba rin kasi yung cinematography noon kapag
mismo
ginamit ng tama.
Tama,
so, gagamitin ko siya sa studio lang, sa podcast, product shoots, mga things like that. Pero talaga for vlogging, backup cam na lang yun. Kadala na lang ako ng GoPro tsaka drone.
Yeah,
Kasi hindi ko naman kailangan ng case para, yun na yung mic. Ang ganda ng mic ng GoPro eh. Diba? Okay na rin yung mic niya, yung audio niya, okay na rin eh. Lalagyan mo siya ng case kung babasain mo lang naman, di ba?
Yeah.
So,
tsaka may hack na din, may maliit na yung lapel. May nakita akong mga hacks eh. GoPro hacks. Nilalagay nila yung lapel mic doon. Tapos nakakabit. Maganda rin.
Pwede, diba?
Maliit lang. So, nasabi mo kanina yung yung natapos mo na yung nakita ko to sa iyo na isa to sa mga major goals mo when it comes to events. Ihahatid mo si J. Cole dito sa Manila sa stage one day.
Sana. Oh man, it's one of my, I'm a big fan of Kendrick Lamar, Cole.
Yes, sir.
T.I., The Game.
Yeah.
These are my influencers, like their writings. Kanye, of course, but Kanye has been here already. Snoop. Pero I wanna bring Cole talaga. J. Cole talaga. Siya yung best na pwede mong dalhin sa Philippines.
Yeah.
And I want it sana sa Mall of Asia concert grounds. And I already have partners on doing it. They're ready. We're ready financially. We're ready. We're capable. It's just we need to wait for his we need to wait for his tour in here. For us to buy the installment. Yeah. And I'm announcing it to the world because if you're going, here's the thing. If you're going to bring J. Cole in here and if you're going to charge a lot of money, hindi makakapanood yung tunay niyang fans.
Mismo. I like that.
Ang manonood lang dyan yung mga yung afford pero walang alam na kanta niya. Yung afford pero walang alam sa hip-hop o sa mga kinakanta niya, sa pinaglalaban niya, sa mga sulat niya. And that's whack.
Yeah.
When I see the bigger productions bring him in here. Pero yeah, pangarap ko. I mean, hindi ko naman sinasabi hindi nila kayang gawin, pero sana ako makagawa nun. Sana.
Suporta kita dyan, number 1. And number 2, hindi ako mawawala dyan kasi J. Cole.
Yeah, solid, diba? Solid yun, diba?
Tapos, ito. Sino yung nakikita mo mag-opening act ng local artist sa kanya?
Marami man. Hindi na problema yun.
When
J. Cole is going to perform in a stage, and I ask who's going to perform, who's going to open for him, I'll get the best artist possible. They're all willing to do it. I know.
Yeah.
Diba? Once in a lifetime, you open for Cole. Like, Al James, you wanna open for Cole? Fuck, pag sinabi niyang hindi, diba? Malabo, diba?
Malabo
you ask
yun.
other artists that you know, diba? On top of your head, you ask them, man, then all going to open for Cole. Baka nga ako pa yung sumakit ulo pag inaway ako ng ibang artist. Bakit wala ako dyan? Bakit yun, diba?
Ikaw pa.
Hindi na problem yun.
Ikaw pa kailangan mag-filter.
Yeah, and that's what I want to do. I want a music festival featuring J. Cole, and he's going to do the primetime set maybe 10 p.m. Pero I want the gates open as early as 12 for the local acts to perform na.
Yes.
Diba? Tuloy-tuloy na. Parang Rolling Loud.
Rolling Loud, yeah.
Rolling Loud, yeah. Yeah. That's my vision.
Yeah. Isa na gusto ko sana makita dito si Kid Cudi.
Oo, then Cudi. It's just si Cole kasi nagtutour siya alone. Sila Kid Cudi mahirap, lagi silang
may feature, may kasama.
Laging by group, alam mo yun. Iba-iba kasi sila ng clout eh. Iba-iba. Tsaka
message.
Tsaka may mga artist na kayang pumuno ng venue mag-isa. May mga artist na parang, kulang. Parang, sana kasama rin siya. Alam mo yun? Ako kasi, sa production perspective, naiintindihan ko yun. Oo, naiintindihan ko yun. And, syempre, ikaw as producer, hindi ka susugal sa something na 50-50 yung tao. Gusto mo laging todo yung tao manonood. Para alam mo na sure na may sales ka. Mahirap kaya malugay ng millions of millions, diba? Paano ka mabubuhay pa nun after? Paano mo itataguyod yung, di ba, yung ginagawa mo kung ganun lang din, di ba?
Tama.
Yeah, exciting.
Next question. Tumatanggap din ba kayo ng events na hindi hip-hop or streetwear related?
Sa TMPS, kahit kasal, kaya kong gawin. Yun yung mga bagay na ginagawa ko na hindi ko sinasabi.
Alright. Nice. Oo nga. Rocking in the stuff.
Hindi mo naman kasi pwede dikit sa itsura ko yun eh.
Pero,
gumawa
syempre.
ako ng Christmas party.
Oo. Para sa corporate, no?
Oo. Huwag mo mukha akong pero business yun eh. Hindi siya maintindihan ng lahat. Yeah, hindi siya maintindihan ng lahat, pero ginagawa ko siya.
Yeah.
I have amazing team. I have an amazing team. Like, I have the best project managers. I have the best suppliers. I have, like, if you want me to mount your wedding for you, I'll just get the best wedding planner possible. I'm still gonna do it creatively.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna hire the best, the best people for that. Diba?
It's a well-oiled machine eh. Lahat kayo may pese.
That's my that's the registration of my company. That's why it's a corporation. It can operate with subcontractors. Yeah. Like, I'm the general contractor, and then if I need this, I need the creative team, I need the suppliers, I need the manpower.
And everything you're talking about right now, you got it through experience throughout the years. Yeah.
And through failures and through rejections, and don't get me wrong, like, I'm telling a lot of positive things, but it's because I experience a lot of
value din yan for our viewers, guys. It doesn't mean that you failed, tapos na. And kukonek ko sa sinabi mo na kung sino yung may puso talaga, siya yung tatagal. Kasi you will definitely go through a lot of failures, a lot of roadblocks, detours. And sabihin mo, bakit gano'n? Lahat na lang ng galaw ko, palpak. Pero hindi. You have to learn from that.
Tapos hindi porket nakakuha ka na ng win, kala mo tuloy-tuloy na yun. Walang ganun, walang unbeatable win. Walang ganun. Yeah. Walang Mayweather lifestyle. Like, si Mayweather, ganun lang siya sa ring. Pero hindi siya ganun in reality. Like, syempre, nare-reject din yun ng chicks, nare-reject din yun ng business opportunity. Lahat yan meron. You don't paint something in your mind na, buti pa siya. No. Minsan nga, yung mas marami pang ginagawa, mas marami pang pera, sila pa yung mas maraming stress, and sometimes you don't want that kind of problems.
Yeah.
Minsan sabihin mo lang, I want a simple life, di ba? But yeah, it's all through experiences, it's all through, people who stabbed you in the back, people who you trusted and fucked you up. It's about people who belittled you, and maybe people who nahangiti pagharap mo pero may sinasabing masama. It's all about that's the game, eh. That's life.
That's the dirty game.
And your goal should always be about yourself, not about their opinions, not about whatever they're saying about you. As long as you're doing the right thing, as long as you're not hurting anyone, you're on the right track.
Wala kang tinatapakang ibang tao.
You're
happy. You're happy. You're being productive.
Because lalo dito sa Philippines, man, Filipinos hate on you because they can't do what you're doing. And that's sad. Yeah, that's really, really sad. And people check up on you. People tell you things or throw shady things about you because they don't know you.
Yeah, mismo.
Because this is the perspective that they have about you.
Yeah.
Hindi nila alam, pinapakita mo lang naman yung gusto mo ipakita.
Oo, walang ulterior motive. Gusto mo lang to. Wala kang masamang balak, maitim na plano. You're just doing it because you're happy.
Maganda. Yun yung maganda. Another value for everyone.
Yeah.
If your plans are all good, you have nothing to worry about. Yeah. You have nothing to worry about. Just fucking do it, man. Do it.
Yeah, man. Go for it.
And even if hindi ka sure, basta alam mo na wala kang sasaktan, alam mo na walang masama sa gagawin mo pa din. Diba?
Kahit hindi mo alam kung saan pupunta yun.
Yeah.
Do it for the experience.
Ako hindi ko naman alam dito to eh. I'm just working, and then Nick Hernandez called me. I was in the States doing tour with my friend. Dog, kailangan natin gumawa ng event. May nag-fucked up na event. Okay. And then Calle was born. And then the next thing I know, Calle is the biggest hip-hop event in the Philippines.
Yeah. sometimes things fall into place na hindi mo naman pinlano. If you tell me a month ago na, hey, you're going to interview Dog Brock, I wouldn't be like, talaga, hindi ko nakikita ang mangyayari yun. Pero here we are. Sometimes things gets connected pagka you do the work. You do the work, you do the first step. And maraming salamat talaga for this time.
It's always, oo naman man. Salamat din sa opportunity to, pick your brain and share things like this. It's a lot of, it's like a therapy for me to be sharing things because it reminds me that I've done a lot already and it keeps me grounded and keeps me still dreaming. And it gives me something of a person that I always wanted to be. I've always wanted to share ideas and share the experiences because as sabi ko nga, growing up, I have a very little mentors lang talaga. Like konti lang yung nag-mentor sa akin talaga. Pinigure out ko siya kasi mga friends ko mas matatanda sa akin ng malayo eh. Siyempre busy na sila sa pamilya ganun. Talagang trial and error man, trial and error.
Yeah.
Minsan kailangan mo dumaan sa mga ganung bagay. Anyway, salamat talaga.
Salamat.
Moving on.
Excluding J. Cole, dead or alive, sinong artist pa ang gusto mo maka-work with internationally? Dead or alive?
Very generic kasi pag sinabi ko si Tupac eh. Pero bukod kay J. Cole, I want the ASAP mob here.
Okay.
Ayoko yung mga hindi ko na inabot. Kasi hindi relevant eh.
Okay.
Diba? Hindi relevant eh. Pero ayoko rin naman, alam mo ba't ayoko nang matatanda na I mean, sorry for the word, but ayoko sa mga nauna. Kasi magulo pa yung hip-hop noon, di ba? Ayaw mo naman magpunta yung mga fanbase nila na may mga dalang baril, ganun, di ba?
Tama.
Di ba? Yun naman yung akin. Gusto ko peace lang, love lang tayo, music lang.
Yeah.
Siyempre, ASAP Mob. I want sana Migos. I want to bring Migos in here. They are the ignorant rap.
Yeah.
Ignorant yung mga yun.
Yeah, ignorant.
Diba? Tatlong relo, no?
Tatlong.
Dami niyang time, pare. Tatlong iced out, di ba?
Magkabilang kamay pa.
I want Wiz. I'm a fan of Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz. Yeah.
Dami man. It's just, siguro kung may bibigyan mo lang ako ng yung pinaka J. Cole lang talaga eh. Pero aside from Cole, sige.
Kendrick.
Galing na kasi dito eh. 707, nanggaling na si Kendrick dito. Hindi pa siya ganun ka-big nun eh. At siguro pag dinala ko dito si DJ Khaled, siya na lang magdadala sa mga iba, di ba? Kasi hindi naman papayag mag-show alone yun eh, di ba?
Oo, hindi naman siya yung majority naman ng events niya, hindi naman siya yung pinaka-main siya yung nag-gather.
Travis, of course. Travis, now that Travis is big, parang nawala si Tito Virgil paglabas ni Travis, man.
Oo nga eh. Pumalag eh. Oo.
Pumalag sa Off-White eh. Bang!
Boom.
Ayaw eh, no?
Oo nga eh. Kasi age din siguro? Age generation? Yung reach ni...
Iba yung urban, iba yung culture.
Oo.
Iba yung design.
Oo. Iba yung character ni Virgil tsaka ni Oo.
Iba. Kasi people wants a bad boy.
May pagka-dangerous yung kaya Travis Scott.
Yun. So yeah.
Alright. Last question. Ito, Sir
Okay.
Last question na to talaga. Yung all-time top 5 tracks mo for our listeners, for our viewers.
Shit. Di ko yun,
On top of your head.
Out of in no particular order. You guys should listen to Just Washington Home. It feels a lot of home is something that I listen a lot when I'm sad, and this is something na related sa Baguio, yung hometown na niya. Yung tinatawag kong hometown namin kasi I treat him as a brother. I treat his parents as my parents, and I love Baguio a lot. That's one. Local lang ako, hindi na ako lalayo.
Sure.
One of my favorite na sa bagong album ni Omar Baliw.
Oh yeah.
Omar Baliw po album is Walang Himala. dito niya kunento na sobrang dami niyang sinubukan. Tapos ngayon successful na siya, pero hindi pa siya kontento, pero hindi siya nagmamalaki. This is something that is, in-explain ko na no? Walang himala. Pakinggan yun, as in, very motivational song. Super duper hip-hop, galing. You listen to MC Sai's Sawa Ka Na Ba? Okay din yun. This is something that is really about life and about failures and about things na actually motivational din siya. You also listen to so that's 1, 2, 3.
Last two.
Dalawa pa. Very picky ako sa song. Ayoko mag-recommend ng hindi ko talaga gusto.
Which is, that's the point of this question.
Pero,
value
marami
talaga.
rin talagang magaganda. It's just hindi ko lang siguro maalala ngayon. Let me check my Spotify.
Yes.
I have here a playlist there. Okay. Oh, Family Day, 7 to 7 Click. And one song from Al James.
Al James.
Yeah, I want to repeat. That's my happy song.
All right, guys.
So Home.
Check that
Repeat.
out.
Yeah, those are the 5 songs that I
sir.
like to listen. That's a top 5 all time for me.
Yeah, right now.
I can't answer that. I'm sorry, but that's the top 5 that I can vibe to. Like if you're going to have that on repeat, the Home, the Sawa Ka Na Ba, what else?
Walang himala.
Walang himala, of course, and
Family Day.
Family Day of 7 to 7. That's
Yes.
no question.
I'll take that. All right, that is it. Maraming salamat and I hope that magkaroon pa tayo ng maraming sessions like this. Kahit hindi recorded, like just batuhan lang.
Oo naman. Kapag pwede na to, kala ko sa studio, interviewin kita. Tsaka, gawa tayo collab doon. Mag-unbox tayo.
Yes, sir.
Right.
So yeah, that is, I really appreciate it. And from now to the foreseeable future, magiging busy kayo, no? So, I think I have
araw-araw dami kong ginagawa man. Kasi nagde-develop kami ng web ng ngayon para dun sa isang store namin. Sobrang daming inaayos.
So take this time, sir, to promote kung ano man yung what's next for you.
Sige, you can follow me on my socials. I'm Dogbrock, DOUGBROCK _ That's on Twitter and Instagram. I have a Facebook page, Dogbrock TV. You can also check my YouTube channel, Dogbrock TV, DOUGBROCK TV. And abangan nyo Calle 2, Beyond the Culture 2. I'm doing another brand soon. I'll be launching it on my Facebook, on my socials. What else? You can check out TMP Productions Incorporated. So we're doing a lot of creative stuff, event stuff, and I'm also doing in the future. I'm doing concerts, digital concerts with ABS.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sign with them as creative consultant. So
nice.
Eventually we can do more things with music and with streetwear. And you just check me out and check my boy Gab.
Thank you,
Gabe. Thank you for this opportunity and thank you for doing what you're doing for the local scene and yun guys, supportahan nyo kung anong gusto nyo supportahan. Walang pumipilit sa inyo kung anong susuportahan nyo, pero make sure lang na yung sinusuportahan nyo may patutunguhan. Importante yun.
Yes, mismo. So yes, I will put all the links in the description box below, guys, so check them out. Yes,
shoutouts pala sa Undrafted.
Yes, Undrafted.
This is our third collab, Calle con Undrafted.
Yes. Yan yung susunod ko sa sa streetwear hat quest.
Bait yun, love yun si Otep. Love yun man.
Yes.
Love yun. Parang sipan.
Shout out din kay Selton, Weed Rule. Oh, before we go, gusto ko munang i-shout out din yung mga I'll give back some love sa mga followers ko, sa mga subscribers ko. So shout out lang kay Press Charles, Earl Balaba, Gabriel Alfaris, and Carlo Paulino. Shout out sa inyo guys. Salamat sa never-ending support. And yes,
thanks for supporting your local YouTubers.
Yes, sir. This is your boy Gabe and Sir Dogbrock TV signing out. Peace!